to Luna, and they're talking about Luna Snowflake usage. All right, cool. Let's get to it. So first, they started on Gambit. They're specifically asking about Snowflake usage, so we're going to only watch their Luna. So the game's in a weird spot. So when we talk about Luna Snowflake, first of all, you always want to have it on somebody, period. So we're already starting off not great. The best thing you can do for the most part through most of the ranks is actually just throw it on yourself. Getting 10% extra healing is just so good on everybody. If you have a really good flanker that you noticed, so a lot of the times in the early game, you want to throw it on like a flanker or a DPS, right? And see if they get value. So you can throw it on this magic, and then if magic goes and feeds and dies and doesn't really do anything, then you just pop it back on them, right? You can also do that to somebody like an Emma. You'll get a lot of value out of it. But we definitely can't just have it on nobody. That's really bad. What's up, Churro? How's it going?
Beholds the god of thunder!
Where'd it get out? This is gonna be shenanigans a lot. Yeah.
Only 60 seconds left.
Here, and then the second use of Snowflake, in a situation like this, you throw the Snowflake on your Strange because they get more healing and you heal them.
I'm hurt.
Right? The fact that we're not using it at all is really not good.
Seconds left.
Good medicine.
I was worried. Here come the bad guys. I suck. That's better. Us against the world.
Now we have our Snowflake out. We're doing good. Uh-oh. Okay, we saved our snowball for it, missed, but that's alright. Uh-oh. Way to take cover. Nice. Clap.
To put on a show.
Forced out. Happens.
The final 10 seconds. Oh, thanks so much.
Nice freeze. Good stuff.
You need to stop that vehicle in its tracks.
We have Snowflake on herself. Perfect.
Look who's here. Feeling stronger.
Here comes. Yeah. Good freeze. Nice. Oh. Hyping. Gotta let them know one time, I guess. They don't like your clap usage so far.
I'll get you next time. Thanks so much.
Not bad though. Starting to get the pharma hate. Oh no. Oh, this would be a good clap. Clap, 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 clap. Oh no, it's way too late. Oh no. Okay. So back here, this would be a really good clap even before the Strange ult because you're only at 50% of your ult, right? You really want to get to your ult. So when you clap, if you can hit a giant group of targeted enemies and a giant group of friendly enemies that are all right in front of you, like your percentage for your ult is going to go up really fast. That's what I'm saying, clap. Now, when they get Strange ulted, now we get our percentage and we're likely to get kills, right? This is really, really, really good. So, yeah, we definitely want to clap, but we don't. The other advantage of clap is we can hit everybody and stay far back, right? So we don't clap until it's way too late. We W key in front of our team. And now, like, everybody on the enemy team should be saying, like, Luna, 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 because you put yourself in a really bad spot. Be careful of that. Don't, like, absent-mindedly do that. I despise being micromanaged, so I thrive in college. Uh-oh. Okay, here's another thing. We made a video about this, but once the payload on this map, once the payload passes this set of stairs, you actually want to rotate, so you don't want to go under the bridge anymore. This is going to put yourself in unnecessary danger. Just come over here and rotate back to here now. This is the better way to go.
Chance to stop them. Only 60 seconds left. Us against the world. I was worried.
Now we're just throwing stuff away. Also, who's our snowflake on? We don't have snowflake on anybody. So what I want you to be really, what I want you to do right now is just anytime you spawn, I want you to throw snowflake on yourself. Having it on yourself is going to be the right option most of the time anyway. Plus, then you can, then you don't have to worry about it so much. So if we have our snowflake on ourselves, we're just already doing better. Next thing is our snowball. We don't really want to just throw that out for no reason. If you're trying to get ult charge, it doesn't really give you that much ult charge, and it's also like a 12-second cooldown. Yeah, it's a 12-second cooldown, so it's like really not good to not have it when you need it, right? If we look at the enemy team, their thing has their ult, which you can actually freeze him out of his ult and then save it, right? There's Spider-Man you can freeze, which you've already done earlier. Or, since the fight is breaking down like this, you can just freeze somebody who's close to you, like this Thor. Or the cloak behind you, right? The next thing is, whose cloak ult is this? This is their cloak ult. Ours already went down. All right. So, in this situation, you also really want to prioritize, like, finding safety. We kind of, like, wander out into the enemy team, which I like that we're walking forward instead of, like, isolating ourselves, but you also have to, like, use cover and be careful as well.
I'm making a comeback.
Yo, what's up, Chaotism? How's it going? Yeah, good luck with homework.
Everybody needs a hand sometime. Or a dagger.
Work. Work. Oh. Clap? 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 Why are we not clapping?
I am ready to
Okay,
have a
ult, that's
show.
fine. Yikes. That, okay.
Keep fighting until we have a winner.
You really...
We need a checkpoint. Now
That was
might be
scary.
the time to stop them. Thanks so much. There we are.
Good freeze.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
Okay.
That's better.
Wow.
Or a dagger.
That's a Spider-Man ult. Oh, don't
Only
type.
60 seconds
Don't
left.
type. There's no reason to type. You're not gonna do anything except for make them try harder.
It's now or never. Stop them.
Reach the Vishanti!
Clap.
The world.
Okay, no, don't clap. No point.
The God of Thunder!
Okay, once again, our positioning just kind of goes out the window, right? Like here, we're doing fine, but now there's a cloak ult. And what do we know about cloak ult? Cloak ult is long as far as time, and it covers a lot of space. So look at your Emma here is going to start backing up. Your tanks are both backing up, and you need to also back up preemptively. Once you go back here, and if you hear that and you back up, then we're already out of the way of the Thor ult, right? This is just a positioning problem. Having Snowflake on yourself is not the right option most of the time. I would say it is in lower elo, up until like high GM. But yeah, it is the easiest. No worries. No worries.
A nice deep freeze. Be strong together.
Freeze. Good. Excellent. Oh, now we're dead.
The final 10 seconds.
Happens.
I've still
Again,
got
this all
something
could have been avoided by fixing your bad positioning and recognizing that we needed to back up from the cloak ult early. Then we wouldn't have died, right? Yeah. We're still just like not putting our snowflake on anybody. Just put it on yourself to start with, right? And then we can start being... Think about it.
I was worried. Don't give them another inch, or else.
Nice. Well, Chaotism, you're forgetting how low elo works. Low elo is one big brawl, right? And one big brawl, if you have 10% increased healing and then you clap through everybody who's brawling, you can get your ult a lot faster. Oh, don't do this. So the whole time you're 1v1ing though, you're forgetting about your teammates. So the only reason this worked is because it was over quickly. Just be careful of that, right?
The current score is 0, 2, 3.
All right, who's Snowflake on? Before we even look, personally, I'd put it on Magic and see how she does. Probably not Witch. I'd either put it on Magic. Since this is round 2, if the Magic wasn't getting kills, I'd probably switch it over to Emma. And last resort, I have it on myself. Who do we have it on? Nobody. That's definitely really bad. We gotta be putting it. The higher elo still rotate the flake or give it to an off-angle fight dive until your tank needs it. Yeah, I'd higher elo especially. I'd give it to is this my bot? I believe so. Higher elo, I'd definitely give it to a flanker. Yeah, see, be really nice if she could have it, but that's okay. Higher elo, I'd give it to a flanker because the flankers in higher elo can actually take advantage of it, right? And then again, it just kind of depends, like you rotate it around based on need of just like, oh, my tanks are like getting pressured out, right? Wish there was a UI option to see who your flake was on. Dude, sometimes I think it's there and sometimes it's not. I don't know if it's a replay viewer thing. See, here it is. Now we can see it, but sometimes it just doesn't show it in the replay viewer. But I think it would be nice if it was like something over here. Unfortunate. So what happens here? So we talked a lot about Snowflake. Our magic dies, right? So we're down 1. When we're down 1, it's kind of a similar thing to as we were talking about earlier with the cloak ult. It's like we're about to get pushed and we can't hold them back. We need to defend from a good position, right? So if we back up over here, this will be much more safe, especially over here, right? Because now we have an escape route. We can go up, we can go back. We have a health pack, we have cover, we can go this way, and our team returns from this side, right? Whereas if we're over here, now their team can actually cut us off easily, okay? So the second our magic dies, we have to be thinking like, I'm gonna rotate back. I know we're gonna be pushing. Let's go back up. Okay. We don't really listen to any of that, and then they just like cut us off, and now we're dead. Excuse me, sorry.
Help get that vehicle to its destination.
Yeah, I think that's what it is, Jake. Replay viewer really needs a fix. I would love if they did that.
Thanks so much. Snowball fight needs some help.
It's clobbering time!
Nice, good clap.
Disappear!
Oh, W key, please. If they want healing, they need to come back to you. Don't go into an invisible. You have no idea what you're walking into. Yeah, I wouldn't go there.
I am ready to put on
A little bit late now because we've already lost 2. So, how do we think about Luna ult? We definitely want to still be thinking about it defensively. So I think we are here. And then we want to look at the enemy team, right? They don't really have like a massive threat as far as an ult. I think their closest would be like Daredevil and then maybe Thor. All the other ones are like, eh. But they are running triple support. And we're not. So I would probably just switch to using it for momentum here. And right now, like, they have a support ult. Our Strange is about to fall over, and we're about to lose all the space, so I probably would. Add ult here. We're just a little late. It's unfortunate.
I am ready to put on a show.
Oh, you did? I want to hear about it. I did get to Diamond 1 yesterday. Yo, nice! Freeze. Oh, that sounds awesome.
Keep going. Someone needs a
So who said something about Raspberry Pis? I wanted to read that. Raspberry Pi kits are great for starting coding. I really wanted to do that because I wanted to learn. I also wanted to get a breadboard and learn like electrical engineering. Mix all that together. Okay, this is another example of a bad clap. What's up, Gibbend? Is with clap, you want to use it for a specific purpose. So you want to be getting ult charge. It's a 15-second cooldown, right? It's a 15-second cooldown, so it's very long. So you want to get the most value out of those 15-second cooldown as you could possibly get. The most value is going to be during a big fight, and you can shoot down, and you can get piercing effect on everybody. The other most value you can get is a kill, and then the highest value thing you could possibly get is saving a team, right? Saving a teammate. So none of those options are really available here, and so this would be a bad clap. Now we're gonna probably need it later and not use it.
Almost there. Don't turn back now. Stand with you. Strong together. Us against the world.
Beholds the god of thunder!
Do I throw like a girl?
Nice.
A nice deep freeze.
Good freeze. Oh, there you go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, next thing is, why are we in a bad position like this? This one's actually a little bit more complicated than what we've been experiencing earlier. The reason we're in a bad position is because we don't adhere to the rotation of this map, right? The payload, once again, is past the set of stairs. So now the map has... Oh, Lord. Now the map has switched. We're no longer fighting over here. Now we're up here. So we need to prepare for it all the way over this way, right? Since we don't do that, we don't recognize it. Even though this feels like good positioning, and like you're positioning well inside of the narrative, right? But the narrative itself is wrong. And so this positioning is going to break down at some point because you're actually like pincering yourself, right? People spawn over here and then they can just walk over here and now they have free access to the back line. And that's super important. Whereas if you were over here this whole time, you'd have a Strange helping you, you'd have your supports helping you, you'd have cover, and nobody can just walk into your back line. Yeah, I really want to get into that, right? This map is stupid. Why does it work like that? I'm glad they tried something like this. So just to illustrate my point further, check this out. Ready? You kill the Daredevil, right? So the threat's over now. If he wants to get to the back line, he has to use cooldowns and things to get there. But then he actually just spawns
By the eye of
and
Agamotto.
gets access to your backline again. Right? Granted, we died before that, but... Uh-oh. Okay. We're still just a little too aggressive for my liking. I prefer if you play, yeah, this is much safer. Once you get higher rank, like, it's the thing about going up the rank ladder is different ranks, they'll start punishing you for smaller and smaller mistakes, right? For 90% of the ranked ladder, you playing out here is not going to get punished, okay? But once you hit a certain point, all it takes to lose a game is actually standing in front of your tanks like this. Like, that's it. So be really careful of that. Really a boo. I'm playing a Metroidvania. Oh boy. I don't think I've really played many. There is a friend of mine used a Raspberry Pi to basically make like a retro game console, and he was able to load it with like all of the SNES and NES and all of that era of like games. Oh, I don't like that ult. You guys already survived. Hey, like,
The god of thunder!
I am ready to put on a show.
I feel like we already survived, so.
Are undefeatable.
But now they have this ult, and you can't freeze it. Oh.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
Oh, we get we get lucky. Yay, triple support. Yeah. Dude, that's all it is.
I've still got songs to sing. Vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up
I
the
did not know
pressure.
that chaotism. That's actually crazy.
See them? Right there.
I believe in you,
I was
Churro.
worried.
As long as you have time, I know you can make it.
I'm hurt.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Once again, so this is again the same mistake, right? We're out in front of our tanks, and nobody's here to help us.
Some help.
And now your Emma is going to rush in front of you before she's ready, right? And now we're already getting punished for it. Once again, like, we don't get fully punished for it, but here it is.
Worried. I'll get you next time.
Uh-oh. Here comes Spidey. Almost. Little late. Not bad.
That's it. Don't let anything stand in your way.
Uh-oh. Almost. Oh, do they? Oh boy.
It's okay. Just in time. Thanks.
I want to do that stuff, but I just never have time.
Be strong together.
Okay, yeah, that's a much better Snowflake. Once again, we haven't been using Snowflake like at all. Okay, this is not a great clap because they're not here. I was gonna say, like, this would have been decent if they had turned the corner, but they never did, so. Time's the real killer, isn't it? Yeah, it really is.
Thanks.
Have no time for anything now. Okay, here comes some ults. I hope we're ready with our snowball.
Don't mess with the amazing
Yeah, okay, now we have to use an ult, but it's too late. Cover, cover. Line of sight, line of sight. Ah, okay. We can go up here, hide. We can go over here, hide. Ah, so unfortunate.
Fight their control.
So close. This is your big chance.
I see you.
That's just map knowledge.
Bravo.
Only 60 seconds left.
Who needs a life when you have rivals? Well, unfortunately, I need to make money. Is this Boo and GM? This is currently, when this was posted, they said Diamond 2. I think they made it to GM, but I'm not sure. Right. Gotta have money to survive in this world. It'd be like that. And we're just bad habits, bad habits. We're in front of our tanks. We're gonna get punished for this. This is so bad.
So close.
Please don't get in front of your tanks. Okay, here would be a good clap. We're at 50%. We want to get our ult.
A nice deep freeze.
Rivals forever.
10 seconds. Just embrace the light.
Some uninvited guests.
You'll have to keep
Rivals is indeed temporary. Hopefully we make it 10 years. Not everything is temporary. Oh, snowball?
Ow, you're frozen.
Oh, what a snowball! Through the invis? Stuff. So here's the thing though, I just want to point out. If we have been using our Snowflake properly this whole time, or at least using it at all this whole time, we'd probably have our ult. If we clapped in the right situations, we'd probably have our ult. There's so many things that we could have already had our ult early. If we didn't play out in front of our tanks. And so I really want us thinking about that. Like, we'd have our ult by now for sure, which means we could have saved these two people because we could have counter-ulted. So, if we swap those mistakes, not only will we get value, because that's just, we'll get the value out of the Snowflake. We'll be keeping people alive longer. We'll be doing, you know, our teammates will be able to do more damage and get more kills. And we'll get support ult. So. Well, yeah. I do have a family, so
I am ready to put
I
on
have
a
money.
show.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Okay, we get off point. Good. Oh, nice freeze. And we're dead. So here's a high level thing. Sometimes canceling it with freeze is actually not the right option. It was a crazy freeze when you did it, right? Like it was wild. But if we go back, here's the thing that I kind of just want to point this out, even though it's probably not worth it right now, but high level, sometimes you just actually have to let this ult go, all right? Yeah, it's probably worth canceling it. But again, when you cancel it, they get 50%, so. Tough. I don't think there's anything you could have really done at this point in the game, but there's lots of things you could have done earlier, right? Having our Snowflake on somebody, definitely clapping at the right times, freezing at the correct times, and then getting our ult early. All could have prevented this, right? That is 2020? Yeah.
Thanks so much.
So that is something we can be aware about when we hit, like, Celestial, of like, is it worth it to even cancel this ult? Because then they're going to get it again.
There they are. Down to 30 seconds.
I think you're right, Churro. I think it will have a good run. I was worried for the first couple of months of the game, but now I think they're really doing a good job. As long as they can keep it up, which... Oh my... Positioning. Our positioning went completely out the window. So we're doing fine here. But this is definitely a psychological thing when it comes to supports. Supports are used to, okay, I'm healing somebody and they are this far in front of me. I want to keep that and like focus on that, right? And so when we have somebody who shows up behind us, right, we do the same thing. We're like, okay, I'm going to keep moving and I want them at this position and I'm shooting into them, right? But that puts us in big danger. So, and then we turn around and lose track of it. Got to be really careful of it.
The final 10 seconds. I don't have to
Marvel brand is so rich with content. It really is. I'm not playing high guard.
We'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Nice freeze. No, just let her be frozen. You're never going to kill her through this. The next thing, if we go back here, there's no reason to be here, right? We could be over here with cover out of the support ult. The next thing is we also didn't really use our clap well. If we had clapped into a giant group of enemies, like I was saying earlier, maybe we have our ult by now. And then do we have Snowflake? Oh, oh, we do. Oh, good. We actually have Snowflake on somebody. Nice.
Someone needs a snowball in the face.
You belong to me!
Stands with you.
Hey. And that's just overtime silliness. A lot of the mistakes just happened way before overtime.
All you need to do is capture the mission area.
Now we're on Emma. I'm not gonna critique the Emma, because you specifically asked for Luna. Okay, so overall, we want to start thinking about what I want you to do from here on out. I want you to pick one ability, and I want you to play a bunch of games and only think about that one ability, right? So at first, I want you to just be thinking about Snowflake. And I want you every second. All the other stuff, wins, losses, kills, healing, just let it go. Only focus on Snowflake, okay? So for Snowflake, I want you to consciously pick somebody on your team. So like a flanking DPS, a tank that likes to be super aggressive. And I want you to put it on them, and I want you to be actively thinking about it. And I want you to be switching it around when you need to. Why do I have a phone call from Colorado? Then I want you to move to your snowball and only be thinking about that. Then I want you to think about your positioning. Then I want you to think about your clap, right? And I want you to just focus on that one thing at a time and play a bunch of games until it becomes second nature, until you don't have to think about it anymore. Okay? So, and during this process, games are going to feel weird. Don't worry about wins, loss. Don't worry about kills, deaths, anything like that. Only focus on, at the end of the game, I want you to think back and be like, okay, did I use my Snowflake well? Did I get value out of it? Okay. And if not, let's change it and try the next thing and see how that goes. So anyway, I hope this helps. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. God bless. Catch you in the next one. Bye.